bags were horror lies.
Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James and I'm your Sunday night reviewer. And this evening I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I've been watching the Guillermo del Toro presents The Cabinet of Curiosities. So it's not often I actually watch series, but I just decided to watch one of them, see what it was all about. And what I quite liked is it's kind of like a anthology movie sort of thing, where it's just one segment after another and they're not linked together, and that's something I always tend to kind of quite like with series. I don't kind of want them to be all linked together. I mean, that has its place, but it's just how I like to kind of like view my series. That's why I don't watch too many so often. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about the first 4, because there's only 8 episodes. Just lightly kind of brush over the first 4. I've actually literally just finished watching the 5th one, but I'm only going to talk about the first 4, and then at some point soon I'll talk about the other 4. So the first one was, I had to write this down, was Lot 36 by Guillermo Navarro. Don't know that guy, what he's really been involved in. I don't think it's many, and much directed, isn't like it been in special effects or different areas of movies. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, it's a name that I hadn't really heard of. But in this story, we have a guy that basically he buys, the storage lots when they're basically repossessed storage lots, and they have the bidding on those. So yeah, he's just purchased like one of these. We find out he's kind of owing a lot of money to people, and he's in a bit of trouble. He's not the nicest of people. He's a bit abrupt. He's a bit kind of only thinking about himself sort of thing. And but anyway, like he opens up this lot and he finds a few bits and pieces. He finds this like candle holder and some chairs, and this table rolls out. It's like this occult table, and he takes these things to be appraised. And when he's looking at the table, he's taking it to this woman to look at it, these books pop out. This little cabinet like area pops open, and there's 3 occult books. And someone comes over, is very excited, and there's actually a 4th one missing. So they're sure that, well, our guy is sure that it's in this lot somewhere. So they go back, and there's this secret room. And what we see earlier in the episode is the guy who runs the building where all these lots are. They have this CCTV, and this guy's been going in there for like years, every single day with a bag, comes out with an empty bag. So you think there's something going on in here, and he finds this hidden room in the back, and there's this big, there's this like the occult triangle on the floor, and it's like this body in the middle, and it's like there's the 4th book. And like this 4th book, when you have this set of these 4 books, they are worth loads, because this 4th book, basically the other books, the first 3, they're about summoning, being able to summon a demon, and to get the demon correct, for it to come through, you actually have to burn this 4th book, which is why it's incredibly rare. And so we find this book, and he just walks across the markings. He disregard the other guy who's there with him. He's like, no, don't do this. He's an expert on this, but he's like, I don't care. And he awakens this kind of demon, and obviously it sets the book on fire and stuff like that, and shit goes down. So that was quite an enjoyable one. It's quite a slow one. I mean, it's interesting what's going on, but there's very little horror until the end, and then it's very Del Toro kind of thing. You can see why this one comes first, because it feels very Del Toro, like the ending, like when you see the creature and stuff like that. But anyway, the second one, these all have quite a variations in their running time. The second one was just over half an hour long, and like some of the others are over an hour long. I don't know if there's any particular reason for that. But anyway, this one was like graveyard rats. And yeah, it's this guy who runs a graveyard, and he's basically a grave digger kind of thing. Like he steals from these bodies, but he has this rat problem, and someone else down and out on their luck and needing money, and yeah, there's this guy who gets buried. He's like very rich. He's like been buried with a lot of his things, and he's like desperate to get all this because he needs the money. And yeah, this one is set a couple of 100 years in the past. But anyway, he goes into like salvage the gold from the body, and the rats are dragging him off already. So he's like through all these tunnels. Really kind of, it's a bit funny. This one, it has a sense of humor with it, and very atmospheric, and the main guy is very engaging, and the script is good, and it runs along quite cool. To get some nice practical effects with this one, with a giant killer rat and amongst other bits and pieces going on. Very Del Toro feeling again. You can see what they got him to present this. But that was a lot of fun, and that one was actually the Vincenzo Natali, I think that the name. I scribbled it wrong. But I remembered him, he directed Splice, like back in the late 2000s, I think, something like that. So that was pretty cool, the Italian director. Then the next one is The Autopsy, which I think is by far has been the best one so far. Yeah, there's been this kind of this accident. There's a couple of people have gone missing, and then some strange occurrences gone on, and there's basically this explosion in a mine kind of thing. So you get this, the sheriff gets this guy to do the autopsies. He's kind of doing them on their own, an unofficial thing to give the police, because there's like strange shit going on. He's like, this is an unofficial kind of thing that's just for like the police, the kind of the sheriff sort of thing. Yeah, and it takes some really big twists and turns. It's kind of, you think it's going along something like The Autopsy of Jane Doe, and then it kind of turns into a little bit of Men in Black kind of thing. You should watch it. Like it's really, really, really good. It's like Alien kind of sort of thing, but it's really well scripted, really well acted, and I really, really enjoyed this one. It's like I didn't see where it was kind of all going, and it's like really well put together. And that was David Pryor that did that one. And the last one is like The Outside by Anna Lily Amirpour. So female director, and so we follow this kind of quirky woman. She works at this bank. She's trying to kind of fit in with all these other bank tellers. They're all like, this is kind of set in the 80s, this one, and they're all very, not beautiful, but like kind of middle-aged 80s women sort of thing. And this other one just does not fit in. And she has this goes to this Christmas party, had this really expensive cream, and she starts to react to it and all stuff like that. And yeah, it just kind of, she just goes a little bit nuts. It was kind of like really, really cool. You get the guy, what's his name? He's from The Apostle and The Guest. He's this is cream. It's like this aloe glow. It's this like aloe glow kind of super cool salesman guy that's on the TV. And you can see she's basically having a breakdown sort of thing. But she keeps buying this stuff, and then it kind of, this cream turns into this person sort of thing, and it's like explain it. Basically, she's like, this cream is gonna make me beautiful, sort of thing, and it kind of like it does at the end, but yeah, it's not all as it seems. Everything's kind of like in her head, and she does bad stuff to the husband and things like that, and basically it works, but it's kind of a strange one. It was really fun and engaging. Like all of these are really well acted. They're really well, very polished. You can see that there's money put into this, and it's not just about the money. It doesn't really matter, but there's this kind of level of production with these, which are they look great. They kind of look like movies, sort of thing. It's not like like many times you get like TV kind of series and they look TV. But I think it's like you've had this for like quite a few years now, and it's like their production values, and there's money to be made with series and things like that. So they pump more money into them, and it comes across quite well on this. That like they get a good mix of actors. The directors are like really interesting. The stories are interesting. The stories are kind of not always necessarily unique, but well put together, and like it was a really enjoyable series. Like I said, I only tended just to watch a bit of one, and I'm definitely gonna like watch all the others. So like this, like I said, this is the first 4, and then I'll go on to the final 4 in the next like kind of week or so. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Probably gonna put episode 6 on now, and I'll catch you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.